You ain't gotta pay for that no more, huh? Negative. You still gotta pay taxes on that, right?
Property taxes.
So hey man, we are still in captivity. We are still slaves to this fucking devil, man.
You still
ain't saved,
you
man.
You still gotta pay a water bill, a light bill, and all that bullshit.
If you wanna go hunting, you gotta go pay for that, man. If you wanna go fishing, you gotta go pay for that.
And who you paying, man?
Esau.
You know, hey. But he never found a way to make money. Then if you shoot the wrong thing or fish the wrong thing, they say it's too small.
Yeah, they'll lock your ass
I'm gonna
up.
fine you.
Right.
You got a $500 fine or some shit, man.
Right.
Hey man, hey, woe, what it say? Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. That shit is unrighteous, man. You know? We ain't commercial fishing. We just fishing to feed our family. They the ones who doing the fishing that's destroying the ecosystem, just killing shit for no reason. When we go fishing, we catch food to eat, man.
Right, not for no fucking sport. We don't hunt for sport.
And we not max catching fish to you know, we ain't going out there in no huge ships catching big ass nets, catching whole schools of fish, man.
Right.
We not doing that, man. That's you, man.
Right.
You know?
You got that definition?
Gonna pay, man.
You still got that, what you did, the presumption?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, read the definition out.
Alright. This is the book of
No, just the definition.
I mean, Salaki.
Hey, that's a spirit though, huh?
This is the book of presumption. I can wrote a book.
Real quick.
Real quick. This is the definition of presumptuous. I'll just get presumptuous. It says, of a person or their behavior failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate.
He passed his bounds,
He
man.
passed his bounds, man. Out of turn, man. Out of order, man. You know, get the online etymology of it.
Okay.
Because it'll go deep into it.
Come on.
Read that over again, Bob.
This Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy 18 and 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahweh have not spoken.
Right.
But the prophet have spoken it presumptuously.
Right.
Thou shalt not be afraid of him, man. Don't listen to him, cause he ain't speaking the right things, man.
Right.
The shit he's saying that ain't coming to pass, man. Prosperity is not coming to pass, man.
Right.
But what we saying is coming to pass, man.
Exactly. It's
Lord,
an order.
It's
an order thing. First destruction, then deliverance. You know.
Then prosperity, man. You know, do what thus said the Lord. Then your ways will be prosperous, man. How you gonna prosper and you doing what thus said the Lord not say to do, man?
Right.
You know, you ain't doing what the Lord told you. So how you gonna prosper, man?
Right. And it tell you how you have success in the book of Joshua. Matter of fact, grab that water, brother. Getting that Joshua 1 and hold what y'all got, Joshua 1 and 8.
I got the word presumptuous, but it ain't really giving no good definition on presumptuous. So I'm gonna get. Come on. Yeah, that's what I had looked in the blue letter too. It didn't really get nothing.
Ain't get no good. Well, that was the point.
I can get presumption.
Yeah,
Let's see what presumption say. This is the online etymology line of presumption. It says seizure of occupation without rights. Also taken upon.
Hey, that's another one. Seizure of occupation without rights, man. They have no right to speak of His word, man. The Lord ain't sending them to carry His message.
What has thou to do to declare my statutes, man? You know, and songs, man.
It says.
And when you go into it, the comment of it, both of them from presumptuous and presumption. What is it?
Presumption.
Presumption. It both out of order, man.
It all
out
means
of fucking order, man. Bro.
It says also taking upon oneself more than is warranted.
Your own mind, your own
taking
heart,
upon
man.
oneself more than what.
That's like adding on to the scriptures.
That is right there.
Come. It says confidence, audacity.
The audacity. The pump.
A taken for granted, anticipation.
Right.
To take beforehand. To say obtained by. And that's pretty much the point.
Yeah, that was the point. We made it a couple times.
Stepping in boundaries, man.
What about in their own opinion, man? Saying what's gonna happen in their own opinion.
That's added to the scriptures, basically.
That 1 and 8. One of the brothers got it real quick.
What that was,
Joshua 1 and 8.
This Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. The book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Right.
And then thou shalt have good success.
By following what the Lord say do, man. Being patient, waiting your turn, man. You know, wait in line, wait in order, man.
Yep.
You know.
And they preaching on prosperity. Ain't nobody finna prosper because motherfuckers still in there eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. Sinning against their power, man.
Yep. Still suffering doubt. High blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. You know, being sick in the mind. Bugged out. You know, demons.
I got that precept out here.
You got it. You really got it.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9.
You have one years old?
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. Okay. Go.
Chapter 9, starting at 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And sending them a word to go with diligence is consistency.
Right.
You can't be diligent if you're not consistent, man. Only way to be diligent if you consistent, man.
Right.
It's like we gotta measure these times. We can't just 1 year we teaching.
You looking and checking, and then
after the following year, you know where to be found.
Right.
Year after that, you back. That's not diligence. That's not consistent, man. Because that year you took off, the Lord can return, man. That's why we gotta constantly stay on our watch, man.
That's why the Lord say real quick. He say he gonna come as a thief in the night, man.
Exactly.
That's right.
You know, blessed is he who watches, man.
Right. It's like, if I can add to what the brother was saying, also the Lord tell you about being a good steward, man. Watching over his household, taking care of his house and watching over it, man. Being on point, man. You know, what you brothers got.
Real quick, one more time. That's like putting a watchman in a tower, and this motherfucker done fell asleep. Whole arm and came and took over. He up there snoring.
Hit him first. Hit him first.
Yeah, you get put to death first.
And just like putting your hand to the plow and turn it back. Hey, you might have been the best watcher for 8 years. That one day out of that 9th year that you going into, you fuck up and fall asleep, and now the whole town is taken over. The whole kingdom is taken over, man. That's why the Lord say diligence, man. You know, we gotta stay consistent, man. You gotta constantly watch and meditate, man.
Be in season, out of season.
Lord don't give a damn if it's raining outside. Do this work. You know.
If it's too bad, guess what, man? It's time to do a sit down.
Time to do a sit down. Yep.
You gotta put it up online, and just you can't go outside. It's too bad. Guess what, man? We can push this word no matter how it is.
Unicorn.
You know?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Well, that's everywhere. We ain't even gotta go into it. That's everywhere, man. That's everywhere. They know by now. Shit, if they don't, then that just proves the point even more that your ass is finished, man. You dead. You in a dead state of mind.
Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, and even from the beginning.
And that's beautiful. Hey, the Lord adds all these scriptures add up to, like the brother brought out earlier, man, by the mouth of the prophet, man. When these things are surely coming to pass, man, the Lord speaks through his men. Always have, man.
Real cool.
Always have.
You finished that?
You finished that, and I'm ready.
For like as all that is made in the world at the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And it's being made manifest, man. I mean, how can you not see this place is finished, man?
They in that strong delusion.
How can you not see it, though, man?
We're correlating these scriptures with what's going on in the world, man.
Right.
That's what time it is.
That's what time it is.
This tells you what time it is right here.
Right.
Because what's going on, and if it's in the scriptures, hey, you know exactly where we're at.
Right.
Towards the end.
Right. But that also shows the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He said he was going to have people in the strong delusion, man, where they're going to believe a lie. And they're going to be blind and they can't see, man. Hey, that's straight word, bro.
You better be able to run like that in the kingdom.
You better run like that when the metal, bro.
Well, we don't sit alone in that, boy.
Let him go ahead and get his real quick. You got it, bro.
this Luke chapter 1 and verse 8. Blessed is the Lord of Israel backing up. For he have visited and redeemed his people.
Right.
And have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. And that horn that's going into Yahushua, man. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, man. You know, so hey, like the brother was saying, man, he speak by his prophets, man. And that's the only way he gonna speak to you since the world began. Like you were saying when you called me that one day, shit, the Lord gonna speak through his prophets. You don't want to talk to the Lord, man.
No.
You know?
What we were talking about when the Lord when they wanted to see the Lord, they didn't want to deal with Moses. The Lord just raised his voice out.
Yep. They said, Moses, we'll talk to you lest we die. You know what I'm saying? They thought they were going to die talking to the Most High, man.
They were frightened by the appearance.
They wouldn't touch that mountain.
Wasn't even this full of just the chariot.
Yeah, just the chariot coming, the thunder and the lightning, they was shook.
Wasn't only Moses and Aaron could go on the mountain?
Just Moses.
Aaron couldn't even go.
And it was earthquaking and volcano thundering and lightning and all
and you
that,
had to stay away from the mountain because no animal
you
was
die. You was gonna get struck, man. Hey, that chariot gonna hit you.
Let alone talking to the Most High, you can't even perceive him. You can't even look at his glory, man. You would die, man.
Even Moses couldn't look at him.
Look at his back.
Yeah, he put his hand in front of Moses and he passed by him, and he looked at the back of him as he passed by, man.
He would surely die.
Let me get it real quick.
This just back in the brother precept that he just had. This is Revelation chapter 16 verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth.
Constantly.
Wasn't we just going into watching, man? Being diligent. And keepeth his garments.
Your garments, that's not talking about this right here. Right. That's talking about, matter of fact, what that's at? That's in Job, I get it, but that's talking about spiritual, man. Knowing who you are, constantly being watchful, man, and teaching, man. Being the Lord's sheep.
Spiritual garment.
Diligence, you know, watching the Lord's house, man. Which is synonymous for Israel, man. You being an example to the nation of Israel, man. Each individual body, man. Each individual brother, man. You know, and then come together as a whole and they fish for the elect, man.
Right.
You know. Two brothers got it.
Lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
And they see your shame. Because it's shameful to call yourself in 2020. You still calling yourself black or African American.
I'm a real nigga.
I'm a real nigga. Man, it's shameful, man.
You're a real stupid nigga.
You look at your phone, you be like, damn, man.
They just gotta die.
They just gotta
die. That's all I say, man. These niggas just gotta die.
They
ain't no other way, man.
It ain't no other way.
Ain't no. I don't go around. I don't talk to nobody about this truth no more. I did it when I first came in. But now, man, fuck these people, man.
You give yourself a heartache.
What? Man, let me find that real quick.
I got a quick precept before you get to it.
You got it. This is what I'm gonna tell them though. You got it though.
This is Isaiah 61 and 10 because the brother had spoke on the garment, man, saying that it's not about this literal garment, man. This is Isaiah 61 and 10. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for my soul shall be joyful in my power, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels.
A spiritual arm, man. Basically.
Because what it tell you in Ephesians, man, to put on that the helmet of salvation.
He say, I beat our shield and not buckler.
The armor of the Most High, man.
Hey, the Lord clothed us, man. He gave you the pants, he gave you your sandals and all that, man.
I got a precept real quick. Just back at this Job, this is what I was looking for. This Job 29 and 14. I put on righteousness and it clothed me. My judgments was as a robe and they dyed them, man. And let you know, man, it's talking about being a diadem. When you go into the word diadem, it's just a crown, man. You know, just showing you, man, it ain't about your garment, your clothes, or whatever it is. Like you got IUIC example. They dressing like they're in the house of royalty, man. The purple and the gold.
And that's a lot of these different groups. They got on, they all black. They
military shit,
yeah. Man, what the hell y'all got going, man? We supposed to be in sackcloth, man. What the fuck? They dressed up like we in the kingdom. They got their chains.
When they take out their boots, they got on toe rings.
They got on
Man, this dude. Oh, man.
You got toe rings
Hey,
on.
you started paying these folks
24
some money.
karat gold, huh?
Life need to be stopped.
Oh,
Not my
shit.
mouth though.
Yeah. Come on,
For real,
come on.
you know,
Crazy. You got toe rings on.
I got one real quick that might spark some. You know,
Come.
but anybody has something they gonna say
I'm still
on the
holding
garbage?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we gonna let you. Come on. Well, matter of fact, what you got, It's going on
Jeremiah
with
15. And this is what I was saying earlier, you know, by not speaking to these people on this truth, man.
Con.
But
Just hold yours, bro. Just hold it.
You know, but this Jeremiah 15:1. Then said Yahweh unto me, thou Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for famine to the famine, and such as for captivity to the captivity, man.
Now, why is they teaching in these churches that the Lord is all love, man? The Lord is not playing, man.
That's blasphemy, man.
That's blasphemy.
They preaching the vision of their own heart.
501c3.
And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said of Yahweh, the sword.